Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. It's a great day. It's a wonderful day. It's a fabulous day. It is a day of expectancy, a day of life, living and enjoying the goodness of the Lord. Let me see here. My Instagram is not working right. Let me go out. So we get back in and make sure we do this here right. All right, y'all, come on in here. Instagram. Okay, we're good now. All right, we got Facebook going. All right, again, it's a wonderful day. There we go. There we go. Mr. Griffin, good morning, sir. Linda Robinson, good morning to you. Facebook, Real Talk with the Bishop is live. How to build healthy self-esteem. Alicia, good morning to you. Johnny Beckton, Ashley, good morning. Those individuals that are on Facebook. There we go. Miss Patsy's on Instagram. Doors. There they are. Y'all come on in. It's a great day. Hey, y'all waving at me. I'm waving back. Kanisha, praying for you. Good morning. Tamika, Marcia, it's on Facebook. I need my Instagram folk to hype up their participation. You all on Instagram. Spread the word. All right. So y'all come on in. We're going to get started in a second. I won't be long. Just give you a quick word. It's a life note. Good morning, Tiff. It's a life note, man. We need word. We need instruction. We need wisdom. We need guidance. That's real talk. I need to be led. I need God to lead me every day. Because if not, I'll find myself wayward. David King. Okay, who is that? All right, all right. Good morning. Good morning. Desma is on Facebook. All right, Bridget. Good morning, Bridget. In California. He said never rains in California. Is that right, Bridget? California do have earthquakes. Let's be clear about that. But nevertheless, let's get started. I would hope that you would share this with someone that you would certainly like my page. Go to my YouTube channel and subscribe to Real Talk with the Bishop. So let's talk about how to build healthy self-esteem. We're going to continue that sharing. I was blessed and yet being blessed by many of you who responded to the teaching and how it has impacted your life. You know, I'm a pastor, theologian, preacher, teacher, all that, but I know Bible, trust me. But I also know we need to know the practicality of life. You know, we need to be able to apply life principles, obviously with biblical perspective, kingdom perspective. I got that. But unfortunately, sometimes, particularly in the church, we disregard the practicality of life. You know, you're so spiritually minded, you're no earthly good, so to speak. And unfortunately, once again, we tend to have a blind eye toward things that we need to do as an individual to become better, a better version of ourselves. All right. So how to build healthy, whole self-esteem. All right. So just a little information I want to share with you, and then we'll get to some points. Self-esteem is the term used to describe a person's own measurement of his or herself. It is how you measure yourself. It is how you think of yourself, describe yourself, and the collection of beliefs you have pertaining to your abilities and worthiness. Again, self. All right. How you describe yourself. It is a collection of beliefs. Your belief system, or our belief system, ultimately affects how we function in life. It's a fact. All right. Listen to this. People with depression, anxiety, and anger issues tend to have poor self-esteem. Let me say it again. People with depression, anxiety, and anger issues tend to have poor self-esteem. Now, let's be clear. All of us can find ourselves in a battle with depression. All right. It is a present tense potential. If you think too long about a situation, particularly as it relates to it not changing, become worrisome or hopeless is a better word, you end up in depression, which will affect your self-esteem. Once again, people with depression and anxiety and anger issues tend to have poor self-esteem. Anger really is the symptom, potentially in some cases, of a painful experience. Sometimes people are angry, and the anger in some cases is a result of some hurt or some pain. And so what happens when you're angry, when you're hurting, brother, you lash out. All right. Here's the other question. Here's the other point I want to make, and this is important. This is not a genetic issue that you inherit. You don't inherit this, but rather learn a learned set of beliefs. So when depression, anxiety, anger, it's not genetics, it's learned behavior. And once again, it is the byproduct of low self-esteem. Let me share this with you. One thing you have to understand and discover is the ability to discern and to give some discernment or perspective of people's behavior, so we ourselves don't get sucked in. The word discern, listen to this, the word discern from a theological standpoint, the word discern means to separate and investigate. In other words, you separate the behavior and you investigate. What's the why? What's going on? What's the cause? All right. When people are lashing out and they have low self-esteem in some cases, you have to be able to know that, okay, I see the problem, and not get sucked in. All right. The importance of self-esteem is that it influences how you behave and interpret the world around you. Self-esteem affects how you think, feel, and make decisions in matters that relate to you. It affects whether you choose healthy partners and relationships. Let me say it again. It affects whether you choose healthy partners and relationships, a career that you enjoy, or whether you even feel emotional well-being on a day-to-day basis. People who pick people generally pick people that can relate to them for the most part. All right. So if you have low self-esteem, more than likely you're going to pick someone as a partner, as a friend with low self-esteem. That's real talk. And the longer you tolerate them, the more it reveals that your overall means of measuring relationships is probably flawed, more than likely. If you keep picking the same kind of friends that have low, in terms of displaying, low self-esteem, you probably yourself are dealing with low self-esteem, because as you raise your self-value, you will begin to discern and to know that certain people are not on your level or don't measure up to who you are. Not that you're better, but what I want you to understand that if you keep picking the same folk in relationships and friends, etc., it is a sign that you have low self-esteem. Again, not that you are better than anybody else. It affects how you parent. It affects how you parent your children and the message you send them. Parents, your children, our children are affected by our low self-esteem. That's why it's important as a parent, you get healed. You ask God to deliver you, to break the generational curses or this generational brokenness that you're carrying from season to season, because your children become a residual of that if not they themselves don't get the right training and exposed to the right people. So people with positive self-esteem possess certain qualities or characteristics. I give you some, and I'll give you some more. They don't follow followers. Park right there, man. They don't follow followers. And now this is not gender sensitive or age sensitive. There are individuals who are up in age that are followers. But people who are, now let me clarify something here. Yes, we should all have a sense of fellowship in us, in particular when you're in ministry or in a business, you're following the lead. I got that. But when you're following followers who can't lead, you're following people, don't know where they're going, don't know what they want to do in life, that's a sign you have low self-esteem. Being able to make choices, trust your own judgment, and not feel guilty about choices if someone does not agree. This is a characteristic of someone who has a high self-esteem or positive self-esteem. You're able to make choices, trust your own judgment, and not feel guilty about choices if someone does not agree. Not living in the past. Here's the key. Not living in the past or future, not worrying about what if, living fully in the present. So a person with low self-esteem, they tend to live in the past, and their future, it's not necessarily one of positiveness. They're thinking, what if? You know, it's the what ifs that gets us trapped at times. What if? Well, that's over, man. What if I woulda, coulda, shoulda? Hey, guess what? You didn't. Move on. All right. Another characteristic is believing in your capacity to solve problems, just the failures, and ask for assistance. Again, believing in your capacity, this is critical, to solve problems. People with high self-esteem are problem solvers. My God, they're problem solvers. And they adjust to failures, and they ask for help or ask for assistance. Because, you know, every now and then we need some help. Can you help a brother out? They have a sense of humor. This is good. They have a sense of humor and know how to have or how to enjoy life. People with high self-esteem, they like to laugh. They enjoy life. Man, you give me a couple that don't laugh, don't have fun, that potentially could be one or the other. If you have one individual in the relationship that's a very laughable, loving, you know, joking type individual, other person is sort of stoic, that's a problem. Because it says that one of the individuals, in this case, the person who don't like to laugh, has low self-esteem. And so for folk who have high self-esteem, you like to laugh. You like having fun, man. You enjoy life. There's a lady on social media, I don't know her name, but she's bubbly, I see her, she's smiling, hey, and I like that. I said, man, I like her. Because why? I like having fun. I like enjoying life. Another characteristic is participating in and enjoy many activities and hobbies. Folk with high self-esteem, you like activity, you like doing stuff, you like going places, you like having fun, you have hobbies. Another characteristic is believe that you are valuable and that others will enjoy spending time with you. When you have high self-esteem, positive self-esteem, you believe that you are valuable and people like being around you. My God, folk like being around you because they know they don't have to keep feeding you. You have to, you know, some people usually got to keep feeding and just affirming them. And, you know, at some point, man, you run out. When you gonna start affirming yourself? When you have high self-esteem, you know you're valuable. And you know, once again, folk want to be around you. My God, that's a good one there. All right. Lastly, folk with high self-esteem, listen to this, being sensitive to the feelings and needs of others, accept and abide by social norms. You know, I'm motivated. Let me say this to you. I am motivated by your participation. I am motivated by your responses. I am. I'm motivated when you say to me in some form that this is blessing me, when you say God is using me, when you say the Lord is helping me through you, I'm motivated. That tells me that I have value, that God is using me to bless your life. To me, that speaks volumes of who I am, because in him I live, move, and have my being. And I share that with you. I share it with you. All right. And the other side of the equation I mentioned is, I'm sensitive. There's a young man in my church, and he says, Bishop, I watch you every day. I watch you rather Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I tell my friends about you, et cetera, et cetera. And he's going through a crisis right now. I won't mention his name, a situation, but I'm motivated. And I said to myself, if for no other reason, I need to share because he needs this word. And many of you likewise, again, you get on because you want this word. This starts your day off. This gets your day going. Gets you feeling good about yourself. This builds your self-esteem. That's what it's doing. It's building your self-worth. It's helping you to realize that, you know what? I do have purpose. My life does matter. I can get out of this. I can come up out of this. I can be a better version of me. I shall live and not die. Hello, somebody. Because I have high self-esteem. Again, I'm going to be very clear. It's to God in me. Like you, I've been damaged by life. Like you, I've been broken by life. Like you, I've gone through crisis. Like you, I've been traumatized. Like you, I have been betrayed. Like you, I know that it's to be stabbed in the back. Like you, I know that it's to go through with family and the folk that's close to you. I know all that stuff. Know that. But you know what? That does not define me. I have high self-esteem because I serve a God who rebuilds me when people break me down. I feel like preaching you all. I have a God that rebuilds me when life knocks me down. Hallelujah. I have high self-esteem. I am healthy. I am whole. Hello, somebody. I'm whole in God because he is a deliverer. All right. Got to go. Spend the rest of your life building your self-esteem. I think next week I'm going to talk about signs of low self-esteem. You know, one of the things we have to come to grips with, ladies and gentlemen, is to be honest with ourselves. When something is brought to our attention, we have to make a decision either to address it or not address it. Let me give you my testimony very quickly. I was diagnosed with prostate cancer in September. Y'all know that because I've shared it. It's okay. It's no secret. And I've had some tests and all that. Thank God, you know, it's not growing in the sense of what they say growth, and so I'm doing okay. You know, obviously it's here. I still have it. I'm healed by Jesus' stripes. But here's my point. I got my diagnosis. All right. I have control over my prognosis. As a man of God, number one, I walk in faith, and he's a miracle worker. Number two, I believe by adjusting my eating, adjusting my life, and really addressing my physical makeup, I can have an outcome, my prognosis. The prognosis simply says where a condition is going. So I'm saying to you, no matter what you were diagnosed with, whether it was physical, mental, emotionally, you can have an impact in terms of the prognosis. Where is this going? I was born in poverty, but that's my diagnosis. But my prognosis is that my father is rich in houses and land, and I'm heir to the throne. Hello, somebody. So you can have an impact on your prognosis. Maybe your diagnosis of such, and you inherited certain things, but your prognosis, you can do something about that. You don't have to be depressed. You could have been brought up in a depressed environment. That's your diagnosis. But your prognosis says that if I keep my mind on him, he'll keep me in perfect peace. Can I get a witness in the house this morning? All right, y'all be blessed. I need you to share, like, get the word out, man, because somebody needs this word. Not just you, but somebody else. All right, so let's share. Let's like my Real Talk with the Bishop page. As I mentioned the other day, my Bishop Scott page is always full, 5,000 friends, whatever the case may be. Individuals are not able to get on and watch me. So if you go to Real Talk with the Bishop and like my page, you can watch me on Facebook, Instagram, of course, YouTube, and you get the word. You get a word, man. Word of wisdom. You can get this word. It'll help your life. All right. God bless you. Thank you for your support. We hope to see you Sunday morning. If not in the house, watch us online. Online, brother. Talking about love reigns, closing out the suture, love, closing out the series, brother. Love reigns over my future. Love reigns. Jesus reigns over my future. Talking about that Sunday. All right. God bless you.